Hello trainers, Kaneto here, and today we're diving together into Open Master League with some battles submitted by RustanJ. This trainer has already reached Legend, so we're having a team pretty close to that Legend Elo so that it can help you reach to your Legend achievement as well. This team is super strong and super meta, all are Handos and all are full Excel power up. So we're having Zesian up on the lead with quick attack, wild charge and close combat, no player at all. At the back, the Dialga with the standard moveset as a safe switch, and I believe that Yveltal here is gonna be our ultimate closer. Of course, we're gonna showcase it here pretty early on this battle because they happen to have a Mewtwo here, so we're just gonna keep pressuring with our dark typing. We can still survive the Side Strike at this point, being double resisted, and we can get to the Dark Pulse to get that last shield out of the way. Now Dialga can definitely go in. We are gonna call it. It is gonna be the Side Strike, and I think they revealed the second move before, so we're just gonna keep pressuring here. They happen to go in the battle with their Zesian. We can nuke it down with a wild charge. What lies at the back though? It is gonna be the Metagross, so reaching to the close combat for big damage is gonna be our ultimate key win con. We're having now the Dialga going in, and I believe we can definitely seal this and still win the battle with a Draco Meteor. They have one more Pokemon, so we're gonna wait a little bit here just in case they try to catch with a Mewtwo. This is not gonna happen. Iron Head connecting, Mewtwo now goes in, and we can reach to the Iron Head before they reach their move, and that is a good game to start off the video. Pretty solid victory, and now we're having up on the lead the Groudon, so this is not looking that well, but not that bad either because it is kinda even. The Earthquake is still gonna hurt, but not at a point that we cannot withstand it. So here comes the first move, gonna let it go through. It is gonna be the Earthquake, and now we'll try to go for the close combat, but we were a little bit too greedy here, so we're gonna shield the Fire Punch, which is a bummer, and now we got to go for those close combats. Another close combat, this time they happen to catch on the Mewtwo. What a great catch by the enemy, and we have now the Yveltal over the Mewtwo once again. This is a very common thing happening on the Master League, mainly because a lot of people are using Mewtwo as a safe switch. This Mewtwo though landed the big nuke with a Focus Blast, so big damage on the Yveltal, and they can still pressure with the Side Strike, which is pretty neat for them, but still you can see that Yveltal can reach to those moves with the Snarl pretty fast, able to finish off right on time the Mewtwo, and we can still reach to the Dark Pulse once again before fading against the Dialga for some really nice damage, almost 50% already on the Dialga. Now we just need to go in with our own Dialga, and perhaps we need to catch on the Draco Meteor with the Zesian. We can do this. It is gonna be the Draco. Are you kidding me? That was crazy. Can we outspeed here? Yes, we can. Over farming by a lot and then farming down that Dialga. RustanJ with a big farm and the victory against his enemy trainer. Into the next one now. Mewtwo here. We got to bring our Dialga, and we are looking pretty solid. Most probably they're gonna get out of there, but they decide to stay in, and now gonna catch on the Yveltal. Big play by the enemy, and they can survive those Iron Heads for sure. So at this point we are put on a very difficult situation. I think we're not gonna block. Oh, we are, okay. Well, it makes sense, I think, because they can still defeat us, but we got a lot of energy. So Iron Head here able to take the shield out of the way. We try to catch the move on our Zesian, so double block on the Dialga. So let's farm down now. Able to switch out. Okay, we're smashing that switch button. No switch eventually before they bring that Pokemon. So yeah, okay, a little bit of a mix of a feeling for RustanJ, but still we're gonna be able to do a lot of work with Dialga. They still got the shield, but to be honest, they got the Mewtwo, we got the Yveltal, and that's looking pretty solid for our line. We're gonna keep going here for the Dark Pulse, but we cannot outspeed anyways. Gonna undercharge it by a lot, able to land that final Snarl before they faint, and that can be pretty much of a game changer for us. At this amount of HP, they even have to block our Dark Pulse, but to be honest, even the player up will not put a rest to our Pokemon, so the Zesian on the mirror with that big difference on the HP levels will just close this battle. Big play here by RustanJ. A lot of mistakes were happening for both ends, but still this is legend and we need to outplay them while they need to do the same thing. Everything is pretty tricky at this amount of elo. So they got here the Excadrill on the opposing side and we just need to go for the double close combat. One thing that I do not like about Zacian is that it's too predictable. It's super easy to lose that energy that you have because they can catch your moves, and yeah, that trainer also did that. So Zacian, definitely an overpowered Pokemon for the Master League, but still kinda predictable on that factor of the back-to-back moves, especially when they come from a double close combat or a double wild charge, because most of the times those moves are gonna go double because of that debuff chance. Anyways, now we're having now the return of the Excadrill. We can reach to that last second Iron Head for some really nice amount of damage and impressive on the Excadrill, so we're gonna put it so low that we can go in now with a Yveltal. They get to the drill run expecting the Zacian, so at this point we can keep pressuring with our Yveltal and we can reach to the Focus Blast. So are they gonna expect it? Oh my freaking goodness, no. So they sealed it, but at this point I'm pretty sure that we can definitely call the bait. Oh no, I was about to say that we have to seal it. Anyways, now we're gonna block the next move and now we can nuke them down with a Focus Blast for big damage. How much though? Not enough to finish them off. Zacian now goes in and I believe that we are not looking that great, so Dark Pulse here has to be taken. Can we outspeed? Oh my goodness, yes we can. Is this the end though? That is pretty scary. And trainers, yes it is. Excadrill cannot finish us off. RustanJ with a big nuke and the farm down once again on the final snarl with the Excadrill, and that is pretty awesome. Wild Charge here on the Buzzle. This Master League format is crazy. This is the first time I see a Buzzle on the Master League, and yeah, this Pokemon needs a lot of excels and it wasn't that much on the raids, so that's impressive for this trainer. A lot of remotes must have been spent since the last time we saw it. Anyways, Lance here able to debuff us, which is a pretty cool strategy by them, but still we can finish it off with the final Wild Charge. They decide to go ahead and block twice, which is pretty fine by us. Super power connecting, big damage obviously, and now we have the Yveltal on that switch. Okay, this is tricky, but can we outspeed? Yes, we can. Draco Meteor against the Yveltal. Is this gonna be lethal? Yes, it is. Down goes Yveltal. Pretty big damage from Dialga. Our attack stat is kinda bad right now, so down we go. Hopefully we did not have a lot of HP left, and at this point we can go in with a Yveltal, blocking that Giratina out of existence. So let's get now to the Dark Pulse for big damage. Look at that, already on the red, and I'm pretty sure we can definitely farm down with this here, with those snarls being super effective while we resist anything. So yeah, Yveltal locking down a lot of teams in the meta. Master League Open is having a very weird understanding of Yveltal, and I'm really working on my Yveltal as well, because this Pokemon is pretty tough to find as it seems with good IVs. I have all the excels, I have even more than 296 excels, but still I do not have one with good IVs. I don't know what's happening. Even 3 Luckies that I managed to have, all were garbage. That's weird. Anyways, Zacian here against the Dialga. Both of them shields are down, so now perhaps we need to shield as well if we want to nuke it down with a pure close combat, and I think we can definitely farm down. So they try to catch on the Lugia. This is not gonna happen, not this time. RustanJ knows his stuff, so here comes now the Dark Pulse. Big damage on the Lugia, and can we reach to another one? No, we cannot. So Aeroblast here is gonna connect for big damage, but we can survive because this is Master League Open after all. Everything is at level 50. Able to land the nuke, down they go, Dialga returns, and now we can definitely overfarm a little bit before we throw the lethal damage on the Dialga. What lies at the back? It is gonna be the Kyogre trainers, and the match is already over because they cannot outspeed to the Blizzard. Let's get now to the Draco Meteor, and another nuke on the Kyo. Are you kidding me? How many nukes were on this battle? That was crazy. Into the next one now, and we're facing a Mewtwo up on the lead. This can always get pretty tricky. We're gonna get to the early move. It is gonna be the Wild Charge. Now they switch out to the Dialga, and trainers, this is looking pretty scary. Is this gonna be a Focus Blast? No, hopefully it was not. It is just a Shadow Ball. So now we're just gonna keep pressuring with our Dialga on the Garchomp. So super effective damage from those Dragon Breaths, and they have Dragon Tail. So perhaps they have the Outrage and the Sandtube. No Earth Power at all. All we have to do is let that go through, and let's see what they have. It is gonna be the Sandtube. Pretty cool combination with the Sandtubes and the Dragon Tails. We were expecting this, so now we're gonna reach to the close combat to finish off the Garchomp and switch out immediately to clear that debuff, I guess. So yeah, they happen to go in with a Mew to farm a little bit extra, and now they got a Mammosan at the back. I really like Mammosan, however it is too glassy with all those legendaries around. Anyways, they decide to let that first one go through, so unfortunately we did not go for the focus, but for the Focus Blast, but still we can outspeed here with those back-to-back Dark Pulses and the Shield advantage to finish off the Mamo and eventually finish off that whole Mewtwo. So here comes the final Dark Pulse to put an end to the Mamo. That was a shiny as well. Wow, what a crazy flex that was. Trying to catch a potential whatever they have here, because I think they had Shadow Ball, right? But still we're gonna be able to finish them off, and that is a solid game. Mewtwo in the next one against our Zacian. We have to stay in, go for the Wild Charge like before, and I believe they are gonna take it. Most trainers do not expect the Wild Charge, but they end up blocking. Okay, so the switch were met up with the Algon on the mirror, and guess what? They might be already on the Draco Meteor, so it is gonna be an Iron Head. Pretty cool block here by this trainer, and we have now the double Iron Head on our side. This is gonna connect, I believe. Yeah, down they go, not gonna sacrifice yet their final shield, and we got a little bit too cocky here, so Side Strike is gonna take us out before we manage to reach to our move to do some really nice damage to the Mewtwo, but still we have put the Mewtwo already on the Dark Pulse range. So let's see how they decide to do this. So down goes Mewtwo, all on their final Pokemon, which is the Kaio, but still we have Wild Charge on our Zacian. We should be fine. We're gonna go in now with the Zacian after landing the nuke. After that no shield scenario for the enemy. Guess what? You just got to Nuke Town, and that is looking like a wonderful win for RustanJ with the Focus Blast. Into the next one now on the mirror with the Zacians. So going for the Wild Charge obviously is the better choice here over farming a little bit. It's all up to who is gonna throw first, and because we got the Wild Charge, we definitely do not like our odds here. So they have another move ready to go already, which is pretty crazy. Clone Scope at this time, and now we got the Wild Charge once again to take the shield out of the way. No shield, okay, they decide to let their Zacian goes down. Trying to go now with a Metagross, but we know better. We have the Dialga as our safe switch here, and Metagross is a pretty cool core breaker for this line, especially up on the lead, because we have no safe switch for this Pokemon. Even if we bring a Yveltal, they are most likely gonna go ahead and switch it out. So you can see that only Yveltal is gonna be our answer to the Metagross. So up on the lead, if we happen to have one Metagross, perhaps things can get pretty tricky. And so we have now Dialga over our Pokemon, and at this point we have to block, yeah, and try to farm down perhaps, because they have spent all their energy. This Dialga is energy dry. We got almost 2 Dark Pulse ready to go, and I believe we can still survive 1 Meteor Mass. Yes, we can. We are super low, but still I believe that one more Snarl can be done and finish off that Metagross. Well, they know that, so down they go. Final one trainers with that legend trainer RustanJ, and the final battle with Yveltal once again up against that Mewtwo. I think we're gonna let that go through because we can still survive with a decent amount of HP, even the Focus Blast for the nuke. We are already on the red, but still we can pressure for that final Dark Pulse without spending any shields at all on the Dialga, which is pretty neat. Zacian now goes in, and we're gonna go straight for that close combat. I really like this play because we still resist those Dragon Breaths, and they cannot still switch out. So blocking the next move was gonna happen anyways, because it's gonna be super effective even without the debuff. So now they're having the Giratina at the back. So trainer, you just got algorithmed by RustanJ. We're gonna be able to tank one whole move and now reach to an Iron Head and perhaps something more for the next matchup, or even if they sealed. So they sealed up, and you know what, I really like this one, because now we can shield as well. They get to the ominous win, but still we can farm down. Can we reach now to the Iron Hand to finish them off? Of course we can, but will this be enough? It is resisted after all. They can survive, but the final close combat will be an absolute devastating move for the Dialga, and we're gonna get this final victory for the video. Thank you for watching, fellow trainers. Please consider liking the video if you enjoyed the content, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you want to support me even more, joining as a member might be the way to do it. Click here for the next video that might be of interest to you. Till the next time, take care, trainers!